What's going on, y'all? It's the KayFabeyBaby NRW Ring Generals Podcast. Your boy Kuya and my trio's champions. I got Mr. Sean Mongold. How are you, sir?
Hey, again, in the white tee.
In the white tee. Crispy, clean white tee. And not with the bow tie, but he wears them affectionately and with his logos and everything. My man Webster Style. How are you, sir?
I'm doing good. I'm doing good.
Even though it ain't a bow tie, man, you're still making that look good. Still
Thank
making that tie look good, brother. All right, gentlemen, we have a slobber knocker of a wrestling weekend, if you will. We have AAPI Double or Nothing. Go check out that episode, y'all, if you want to see our predictions for that. But we also have King and Queen of the Ring over in Riyadh, right? Riyadh, Saudi Arabia, popping off. We're going to give you our predictions for this one. So let's get into it, gentlemen. You ready?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
All right, let's start off with this one is going to be kind of funny. Actually, no. I'm gonna bring that. We're gonna make that the number one match. We're gonna start off with the undisputed WWE Championship. Why not start there? Cody Rhodes, our current champion, versus the United States champion, which doesn't make any sense. But they weren't gonna give them both titles. Logan Paul. Both of them are battling each other. Gentlemen, let me start off with you, Webster Style. Who do you got in this one? Who's come on now? I think it's obvious. Cody Rhodes is going to keep his belt.
Cody, and look, we know this is a match that the Royals wanted. I'm not upset. They paying their money. They get what they want. Let's be real. It's a PLE, but it's really for their purposes. So it is what it is. I don't doubt it'll be an entertaining match, but Cody's going to win.
All right. What about you, Sean?
Absolutely, Cody. All day. And
this is kind of a dumb one. They
retconned that title for title shit real fucking quick. Mm-hmm. They were just like, no stakes here. Cody's winning the belt. Logan keeps his.
But do you think this will actually be a good match? I think it might be actually an entertaining match.
Oh, I agree.
Logan Paul proven himself to go against Cody, second generation, our current champion, like a legit wrestler versus this part-time wrestler in Logan Paul. Has Logan Paul proved himself to like really do well? And do you think this will be a good match?
Yeah. I mean, they've had a month to map this out and practice, and that goes back to what Ronda was saying. Like, he's not wrestling every week. He doesn't have to make up matches every week, every day, every other day. It's only one match a month, and he gets a month to plan it. You have a producer there. They practice it back and forth. So of course he looks good. He has all this time to practice for it. So it's one of those things. I mean, of course, Cody's Cody, but yeah, it's going to be a good match. It's just there's a certain privilege to that,
I feel that, and that's actually where I kind of like. So I feel like we should be respecting him, or should we? Well, it's like you want to respect that he put the work in, but then at the same time, I think you and I both feel, and you kind of express it yourself. I don't respect him because, bitch, you're getting all this time to make this look good.
That's a
whereas other cats, ain't getting the same love and time that you're getting right now.
Absolutely. And he has the money. Like I said, like he probably gets his own trainers. He probably gets his own producer. He probably pays them out of his pocket because he can. I mean, I was just, not to go on a small tangent, but reading the Becky Lynch book and just like listening to how she was just like when she was before the man, she was still shopping at Ross for all of her outfits and putting things together because she felt like she had to save up everything, not knowing if she's going to be let go or not. And like, what I mean? Like there's a certain privilege to like being able to like afford all these fancy outfits and gear and like have this extra time for training, like shit you have to come out of your own pocket for. Logan Paul has that money. He's been, a millionaire before wrestling, way before wrestling. Yeah. So, I mean, there's a certain privilege to it. So it's like, yeah, you can appreciate the in-ring talent, but recognize that there is a privilege there that most wrestlers do not get because they are not YouTube sensations.
Word. You feel the same, Webster Style? Do you respect Logan Paul?
I feel like this. I'm not going to take anything away from what he does in the ring. He's an entertainer. He entertains regardless of what he has access to. I don't care what you have access to. You either can do it or you can. And he shows when he's in the ring, he can do it. So I'll give him that respect.
All right. Let's head over to the triple threat match for the WWE Intercontinental Championship. Sami Zayn, our current champion, versus Chad Gable with Otis, and also versus Bronson Reed. So Zayn, Gable, Reed. Who you got, Webster Style, in this?
Did I miss Bronson Reed got added to this?
Yeah.
Apparently so. Yeah.
Yeah, Bronson got added. Like, so Sammy did that whole like promo, I think, this past Monday, where he was just like, "There's the heart, there's the body, and there's the soul," or something like that. Like, there's a mind, body, and soul. He was like, "Chad, you have the mind. You're a great wrestler. You know how to do things. Bronson, you're the body. You have the big body. But me, I'm the soul, and the soul always prevails." So Sammy's doing a great job hyping it up. Like, I mean, Sammy's just a good fucking promo. But yeah, Bronson got added to it.
Okay, that's just a way of getting everybody in there. Sammy's winning and prolonging a feud with Gable. Okay, Sammy.
Yeah.
What about you, Sean?
Absolutely, Sammy. They're not taking that fucking belt off of Sammy.
No, not yet.
Not yet. I don't think they will. Not for some time.
I say SummerSlam if he loses.
Maybe. Depends on who it is. Like, I definitely don't see it going to Chad.
Yeah, I think I like his heel turn, but I think they kind of messed that up.
They did. They fucked that up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't like how you treat Maxine. I don't like that look, man.
Yeah.
I don't like that look, bro.
A difference between being a heel and being an asshole.
Hello, right? That's exactly how this whole thing has happened, and I don't like. Like, I like that he's a heel character now like that, but you don't got to be an asshole, man. Don't got to be a dick. Bro.
That's the whole thing against Maxine. That's what Candice was doing and Indy was doing. You know, it's like they take it to the extreme because she is so new and because they see the reactions from the internet of people getting really fucking mad at how they're treating Maxine. So they're doubling down on it.
Don't like it. Yeah, I feel you. No, I hear you. I feel that. I just don't. Yeah, I don't like. You know, we're very protective of our women here. So
Yeah,
you know, I don't like it. I don't like it. All right, guys. Sean, who you got in the women's world championship match? Speaking of women, Becky Lynch, current champion, versus Liv Morgan. Are you watching? Watch me.
That struggle.
Watch me.
Huh?
Watch me. No, I'm just seeing what done the Liv shit.
This one's hard. Obviously, I think Becky wins, but like, there's always that like small chance because I mean, she was supposed to take a break. She was supposed to take a break as Seth was having a break and being injured, you know, and then of course the mommy shit happened, so she had to come back and step in, and they didn't want to immediately give it to Liv. Maybe this is the moment they give it to Liv. I don't want it. I don't think it's good. I don't think she's ready for it. I don't even think Liv was ready for it the last time she got the belt. I think it was very kind of fumbled to her in a weird way. You know, fumbled at the 20-yard line and she picked it up. And then she only went 5 yards and dropped it. So I want Becky to win. I don't think Liv gets it, but like I said, there's always that chance.
All right, Webster Style, who do you got?
They pulled this trigger way too soon, in my opinion. And that's the hardest one. Like, I want Liv to win, but not now. I feel like it'd be very anticlimactic for her to win now. You have Becky have it. And again, SummerSlam's not that far away, but it's May. It's about to be June. SummerSlam's in August. SummerSlam be here before you know it. That's when they should have had a title match. That's when Liv should have won it. Especially to extend that Liv Morgan revenge tour. That would have been like, okay, Rhea's like the ultimate prize in her tour, but you got to have like a secondary stop, and Becky would have been a good secondary stop, and then have her run with the title for a while. But doing this, I think if she wins, it's too soon. If she loses, it kills momentum, at least in my opinion. Again, who knows what the story is going to do after that, but just from right now, crystal ball, I feel like it would kill any momentum Liv has if she loses. So, and it's too early for the winner. So, damn if you do, damn if you don't. But I think Becky's going to win.
Yo,
To give Liv the belt, she has to win Money in the Bank and then get Becky after a brutal match. And that's how she beats Becky.
That would be great. Yeah, Money in the Bank is June, right?
Yeah. It's next month.
Oh, yeah, that would have been a better idea. Yeah, you're right.
I mean, they can
Money
still
in the
do
Bank
it.
in June.
She can get beat and continue her revenge tour, but now on Becky, go for the Money in the Bank
Ooh.
contract.
I didn't think about that's a good idea.
You know, so I mean, it's still possible. And like I said, I don't enjoy living the ring, and I want this to be a good match. But like, yet again, listening to Becky's book, she talks about how she's like has to structure matches with Alexa and explaining how difficult it is to produce a match with a person of Alexa's size because she's so little. And like you don't want to seem like a bully and like ragdoll her all the time when you're not like this hulking, when you're not, character or structured as like the bulldozer character. You don't just want to ragdoll people.
Right.
It's not your character, right? Everyone isn't Nia Jax. Nia Jax is the one who does that because who Nia Jax is, like her stature and how she's built. She's built as the unstoppable force. Becky was not. So she was just like, I found it really hard trying to plan shit with Alexa. And she kind of hinted like Alexa was not really helpful. Like Alexa was off doing media and everything because she was so over and like people loved her. And I feel the same way about Liv. I feel like people don't really know how to build a match around Liv because she's so little.
Right.
And like I said, you don't want to, Becky especially. I think mommy, Rhea easily can because she can ragdoll people. She's the muscle mommy, you know what I mean? So like I feel like she could easily be like, I'm gonna ragdoll the fuck out of you. You're 5 foot. That's my character. That's what I do. I mount you, I throw you, I do all the fucking shit that makes the internet go wild. But Becky is not that person. So I it's gonna be hard to build this match for Becky, in my opinion.
I like what both y'all said, man, and where we could go with this. Y'all just kind of, I was like, oh, I was team Liz on this because we know the thing with Becky. I don't think Becky really needs to have the title for us to cheer for her and all that, and live with the storyline kind of makes sense. But I agree with I'm like what Eldon said, like too early, but also it would shut the momentum down. But then what you said, Sean, with Money in the Bank, that makes sense. So like I'm all aflutter. You guys are great. I love this conversation right now because I don't know where to go with this, but I love what possibly could happen now with what you're saying.
Perfect. Maybe Dom helps her win Money in the Bank. And then that's what
guys.
That's all. Because right now it's all these small little nuances here and there. They're going to keep stretch it out to Money in the Bank and have him like fully like accidentally help her.
I like this. All right. I love all of that. What could possibly happen. That's some good stuff here, guys. All right, let's head over. What's the next match we got coming up? The King and Queen of the Ring tournament finals. So this is going to be weird because we only know one of the people in this. So let's start with the women's Queen of the Ring. But before we do that, when we were doing our shows last week, we knew that there was a possible Bianca Jade possibility. We all kind of wanted that, but also maybe too soon. Did y'all watch the Bianca versus Nia match, or not Bianca, Jade versus Nia match? I thought that was super entertaining. I'm curious your thoughts before we get into the predictions with this one, but how the Bianca, well, not Bianca, but Jade got eliminated to for Nia to win all that and move forward. What did you think of them doing that storyline twist in there?
I have thoughts.
Gone.
I'm upset.
Oh,
I didn't enjoy it.
Oh,
I feel like it was a cop out. The botched chair also hitting Jade's face and splitting her open.
Yeah.
I don't know whose fault that was. I feel like here's the thing, right? Like I feel like getting in her daughter's face.
I like that though. That was kind of cute.
I liked it, but I feel like there was too much time in between that moment happening and the chair shot. You could say like she freaked out because of what happened with her daughter, but like there was so much time in between. Like if that happened and then she like dragged Nia and then threw it away and then grabbed the chair and started beating the shit out of her, I would understand that psychologically. You just got my daughter's face, fuck you. And like, I mean, go to town, not just one hit chair shot. I mean, continuously just go. Don't you ever, give that emotion. Don't you ever get in my daughter's face. That's my daughter. Boom, boom, boom. Like, keep going. Have that aggression. Because what ended up happening is they kept going back and forth. They tumbled around and everything and went over the apron. Nia picked up the chair, went to hit. Jade blocked it, took it, and then hit her in the back one time, and then was just like, oops. And it was just like, it made her look dumb. It made her look naive instead of the protective mother. Like, I feel like they were going for the protective mother, or if it was, like a smart manipulative plan by Nia to do that. But then there was no kind of like pan of Nia like smiling, like got you. You know what I mean? Like, there's so many other small like narrative things that they could have done to make it come off a little bit better, in my opinion. Because right now, like I said, it fully makes her look like a true, newbie. Like, just dumb. Not even a newbie, just dumb. You know what happens when you do that. And then the ref is looking right at you. So it's just, there was other things that could have added into it or done just a tad different that made her either look super angry and just keep beating her with that fucking chair, if that is the point. Or if it was a trick by Nia, play it up and have her laughing and smiling.
Yeah.
And be like, haha, you dumb, dumb bitch. Like, got you. Something. But they didn't do any of that. So I'm just like, they kind of failed it, in my opinion, right there.
I hear you. I'm just, I don't want the, I think that's what they're trying to prolong. They don't want to do the Bianca Jade yet. We got to save that, and push that along. So I don't know, it kind of made sense. And I'm like,
that portion makes sense. I'm just saying that to get there, there's other things to make Jade look a little bit better, like not completely dumb. Because right now that just made her look really dumb, in my opinion. And I don't think that's what they wanted, but that's how it came off. It's just like, you don't do that. Like, that just makes you look completely stupid. And like, you can't just be mad. Like, she yelled at your daughter 5 minutes ago.
Yeah.
Like it wasn't even like it was consistent. If she did it a couple times, that would have helped too, but it was once. But
all right, so let's head over to with that being said, Nia Jax moves past Jade to face Bianca Belair, who beat Tiffany Stratton.
Yep.
Let me get your thoughts on that real quick. Webster style. It's going to be Nia Jax versus Bianca Belair to face against Lyra Valkyrie, who beat Io Sky. And what do you think about that match real quickly to close us out?
I was surprised that Lyra Valkyrie won, but they're really pushing her.
Yeah.
Bianca versus Nia is hard. Seeing that, especially what we just talked about, I feel like they're going to give it to Nia.
Ooh. So we're going to have Nia versus Lyra.
Yes, but also, and this is what I don't know, I'm not sure if they're going to just have Nia be queen in the ring, or it's like they really going to push Lyra Valkyrie to the moon. I don't know which one they're going to do, but I definitely see Nia over Bianca in this regard, because Bianca doesn't need the win in this regard. I think if any of them needs to win, it would be Nia. Or needs to be in that spot.
Yep.
So
really? Okay, so you're gonna put so what is your predictions?
I'm going with Nia over Bianca. I'm not saying it's gonna be clean, but she's gonna go over. And then Lyra Valkyrie versus Nia. I want Valkyrie to win, but I think it's gonna be Nia.
Yeah. Interesting. How about you, Sean? With the same tone there.
I think they're high up on Nia. I think that's a very strong possibility. Bianca's also playing to a kayfabe kind of knee injury with that Tiffany Stratton match. So that could come into play. And also, I think another chair shot from Nia that is actually sneaky when the ref has his back turned. Like, maybe Jade comes to try to help, and then the ref is distracted by Jade, and Nia gets the actual chair shot and gets the win from that. And it's just like, see, that's how you do a chair shot and win. You know what I mean? Like, continue that narrative of, you're stupid, you hit me with a chair in front of the ref, you distracted the ref for your buddy, and I won because of it, So I think that will happen. With Lyra and Nia, I think Nia could benefit a lot from being like Queen Nia. But at the same time, I kind of want Lyra to win because, like I was just saying, Liv loses here. Lyra then goes on to fight Becky again, but at Money in the Bank now, since she won this tournament. Liv wins the Money in the Bank earlier in the night. Lyra versus Becky, slobber knocker, another fucking classic whoever wins, Liv comes out, cashes in, and gets the fucking belt.
All right. Well, I think Bianca all the way. I'm sorry. Bianca's going to beat Nia. Why not give her one more thing? She's our queen over here.
I love it.
She makes it through the injury, gets the revenge against Nia, and Lyra's too soon. I don't know why we're pushing Lyra right now. I'm sorry. I think it's going to be Bianca all the way.
I will agree. The only reason I think they might be pushing her is because of her history with Becky, and they want to hurry up and get to that. Who can take the belt off of Becky? And I think, maybe Becky beats Lyra in that match as like a redemption from NXT, but Liv still comes out, cashes in, and gets the belt at the end of the night, so Becky can take her break.
Gotcha. But I like the Nia Queen Nia thing though. I do like that in a way. Yeah. All right, guys, let's head over to the men's King of the Ring finale. We had Gunther, which y'all knew my prediction. I wanted Jey Uso all the way, or Tama Tonga, but one of them could still be in there. Gunther beat Jey Uso, and now Gunther will face the winner between Randy Orton and Tama Tonga. I'm Tama Tonga since my man Jey didn't win it. Mongold, who you got?
No, you can't you can't have so many brand new people in the finals of this fucking match. You already got Lyra, okay? To put Tama has barely had any matches. His only matches have been in this tournament.
Bloodline rules, baby. Bloodline rules.
But also Gunther versus Tama doesn't make sense.
No.
Imperium heel, Bloodline heel, it doesn't make sense. It has to be Randy. And that starts Randy versus Gunther, which would be could be a good classic. Like seeing him going against Carmelo Hayes, like that was great. But like you could love Randy down, but you could tell the difference in speed. He was definitely a little sluggish compared to Carmelo. He was struggling a little bit.
He's not a legend killer anymore.
Yeah, no, he ain't. But yeah, I think it's gonna be Gunther versus Randy, and I don't know, man. I feel like they still want to give Gunther the big old push, so I think Gunther's gonna beat Randy, and maybe that puts him in line for, the next title match against Cody. That makes sense. Have Cody versus Imperium and build that feud out for SummerSlam.
All right, Webster style. Who do you got?
I'm pretty much in the same vein. I like the Tama Tonga's gotten that far, but I don't see him advancing past Randy. Get my words discombobulated there. Randy and Gunther. I think that it will be Gunther over Randy because Randy's in his part of his career. He wants to win championships, but he's also about putting people over.
Yep.
And what a perfect way of putting Gunther even more over than having him beat Randy Orton.
And beat King Gunther, baby.
Yes.
The King of Imperium.
As much as I'm saying Tama Tonga, I gotta say what we've also half noticed, and they've been saying it throughout some of the broadcasts. RKO has never had the King of the Ring. We know he's in his final years. What way to sign off than King RKO?
I mean,
I kind of see that. See that.
He still has years left in his tank. But
I'm sure he does, but at the same time, that man's slowing.
I think the Ring General is now the King General. The King General, baby. And I think that has like a better flow to it. And of course, if Lyra wins, who is a babyface, I feel like you can't have two heels or two baby faces. I feel like it has to be one or the other. So Gunther and Lyra, baby.
All right, y'all. Well, those are our predictions. It's going to be an insane wrestling weekend. Stay tuned to next week's KayFabeyBaby, where we're going to deal with the aftermath, what's happening. Also this weekend, I'll plug this as well. We have AAW All or Nothing happening this weekend. We did another episode with those predictions there. Go check out that episode. And then again, like I said, next week, aftermath of all these events. It's going to be crazy. Let's get up out of here. Sean Mongold, tell me about Weird Booties real quick.
Weird Booties. If you like anime and you like booties and boobies, come check us out. It's June 15th at DC Brow. If you're around the Washington, D.C., DMV area, you can check us out on Eventbrite or thenerdlessfest.com.
All right. Webster style, what you got going on at Sartorial and Geek?
As of this recording, the most recent thing I dropped an interview with Adult Star Scarlet Sky, so that's up now, and got some other things in the pipeline coming up.
All right. Check out my brothers. All their links in the description below. You're on the NRW, Nerds Rule the World. We doing it all the time. Big time. Thank you, fellas. Appreciate y'all. Let's get up out of here, man. We got a lot of things to do. In a 1, 2, 3. We out. Peace.
You come in my face, I'm gonna fight you.
Well, you're not gonna bust a nut anytime we're in the ring.
I'm gonna get off by cranking your knob just a little beyond the breaking point.
When I get my hands on you, I'm gonna eat your ass like a pot of collard greens, baby.
I'm gonna stretch his ass like it's never been stretched before. You can hide behind that commissioner stuff just so long until I jerk a knot in your ass.
And if you don't think I'm big enough, then you grab a hold of me, and you'll know that I'm growing, my man. Within your hands, I will get as big as I need to be to do the job on you.
All right, just jerk Helmsley off.
There's one part of our bodies that's soft, and it ain't soft all the time, if you catch my meaning.
I'm gonna come on you like nobody's ever come on you before. Just you and I getting it on like two men should do.
Oh, no, that's it,
Boy, and I'm coming hard.